Today, okay, so I'm going to just throw back a few important aspects, protocol observed, different leaders on the call, a few aspects. I'm going to, all right. So there is a feedback. I'm going to just throw back a few feedback here. All right. Okay, so yesterday we looked at a group of indicators, and this group of indicators we looked at the simple moving averages and the exponential moving averages, and the main difference between the two is that they all look at the average price performances, but one is more reliable than the other because it looks at past plus present, but this just looks at the overall average. And so if someone wants good results, the exponential moving averages are more better. But the exponential moving averages and the simple moving averages, whenever a big moving average crosses a small moving average, that is scenario 1, scenario 2, a small moving average crosses a big moving average, that is scenario 2. Scenario 3 is when all moving averages meet in one place, and then they split. So we are going to look at scenario 1, scenario 2, and scenario 3. And you'll find that when we look at scenario 1, scenario 2, and scenario 3, we want to talk about a golden cross, and we want to talk about a death cross, and we want to talk about formation of a rainbow formation. And what decisions are you supposed to take in those three scenarios that might happen? Those three scenarios. Those three scenarios that might happen. So I'm going to deal these three scenarios in three different approaches before I categorically get more depth with trading view. I want to take a simple usage of the indicators that appear in everybody's application in RoyalQ. And these are the moving averages. You have them in your RoyalQ, you have them in your Binance, because my combination in the trading view, I will still keep to okay, so if you can see my phone, my Royal Q, give me one in the chat. Give me one in the chat. If you can see my trading view, my Royal Q, give me one in the chat. Okay, participation is key. Participation is key, is one of the criteria of understanding, and I usually believe that everybody who joins the call requires to participate. Participation is very, very important because I know that someone may feel it's not okay for them to participate, but if we look at the subconscious mind on how it works and how it performs, it is important for you to participate, okay, whenever it is possible, unless it's not possible. But if it is possible, please always participate. But on my wall here, there is an amazing prayer, and I've lived with these characteristics for the last since 2021, and it says the people I work with, they must be sharp, they must be hardworking, they must be intelligent, they must have a positive attitude, they must be willing to be leaders, they must be hungry, and they must be grateful. And I've lived with those characteristics since 2021. And if I meet someone who doesn't have those characteristics, I don't work with them. Okay. And they are seated here in my office on my wall. But then that's not why I'm here. Let me get to my topic. Okay. So in Royal Q is using these moving averages, the 7 moving average, looking at 7 candlesticks, a 25 moving average, and a 99 moving average. What Royal Q uses, it's what Binance also uses. Binance also uses this. Most exchanges, let me give a sample space. So I'll go to this Binance account, tap on markets, run very fast. Would you sure? Not now. Then come here to ICP, tap the chart very fast, moving averages. Let me get off these others. But I will also, like I said, on Wednesday next week, I will look through this. Okay, basically, Binance uses a 7 moving average, a 25 moving average, a 99 moving average. That's Binance. Sample space, HTX. If you're on this call and you don't have any of these exchanges, I would like to recommend these exchanges to everybody on the call, and it is recorded onto our YouTube channel. Please, if you don't have any of these exchanges, I would love to invite you to have these exchanges, and I would request you to use my link to register for this exchange. And I'll pick a card here. I'll pick card here, and I'm gonna pick the moving averages. This one will not work. It doesn't have good data. But then you'll find that HTX uses multiples of 5 that we discussed the other time. This is a 5 moving average, a 5 moving average, a 10, and a 30. Okay. That's what these use. And another sample space, I'll go to OKX. And I'll pick any trade. Get off this. There's a lot of noise here. And you find that OKX only uses 2. It uses a 30 moving average and a 7 moving average. And symptomatic, it is like this. When a small moving average crosses a big moving average, this area is called a golden cross. This is called a golden cross. And it gives you thinking to make an entry in the market. So that is OKX, and then Bybit. Markets. Okay. Is this, and you find that on the moving averages, these are the simple moving averages. You find that Bybit uses a 7 moving average, a 14 moving average, and a 28. Here they're using multiples of 7. 7 times 214 times 328. They're using multiples of 7. And when we change from the moving averages and join the exponential moving averages, still Bybit still uses the same 7, 14, 28. So they focus on that. Another sample space, I'll just go back to Binance. Another time I tapped on the simple moving averages. I want now to do the exponential moving average. They're still the same, okay? I hope you could see 99, 25, 7. Okay. Now what happens, the same it is with Binance, the same it is with RoyalQ. I will use RoyalQ because it's the same data. If you don't have any of these exchanges, I would recommend you to register. I'll drop register these exchanges. If you don't have, you have been only having Binance and you don't have an HTX exchange. I'll also use Tapit, put it on the YouTube channel. But if you are here and you don't have any of these exchanges, I would recommend one that is HTX. Please register and get these exchanges. Get these exchanges. I'll just request you to use my referral ID. Okay. If you don't have, register. They are free. Verify with your national ID. That is Bybit. Have them. OKX. I see someone is in my chat, but okay, and that is another exchange, OKX. Register free of charge. Another one I would recommend is MEX, a very nice exchange, especially for unusual stupid tokens. Unusual stupid tokens. If there is a token you have looked for a long time, usually most of these could be found in the MEX exchange. Okay. All right. I also posted them on this video on the YouTube channel. Let's get to RoyalQ. Okay. There is also this other exchange. It's good. It's called LB Bank. Having several exchanges is good, especially if you are in the crypto market space. There is another one that's not on this phone, but if I find it, I'll share. Polynex is a very good, nice exchange. All right, let me get to my topic. I also share, but then we move. Okay, Royal Q. Royal Q, like all those exchanges we have seen, it has a 7 moving average, which is this one, a 25 moving average, which is this one, and a 99 moving average, which is this one. Like I've said, when a small moving average crosses a big moving average, this is called a golden cross. And if you discover that candles still continue to form above that moving average you are having, then understand that this coin is still on an uptrend. But at the same time, like I've discussed, when these candles, when you find that they are forming above the candles, then understand this coin is on a downtrend. But when they meet above, they form a rainbow and then they split, then understand that this coin you are trading is going to go down. When they meet below the candles, that's where I want to find. Okay, when they meet, not on top, but below the candles, and 3 of them meet, I'll use this example here. Okay, you see when they meet, 3 of them, they form a rainbow, and when they split, the market usually goes up. Then I want to find for you a death close, and the death close is here. The death cross is when a big moving average crosses a small moving average. A big moving average crosses a small moving average. Understand this coin is going to go down badly, and basically the market will go down. So this is called a death cross, and this is called a golden cross. Those are the 2 things, the 3 things I didn't look at yesterday, but I think I have answered them. Give me one in the chat if it's clear. The death cross, the golden cross, and the formation of the rainbow. Okay. I have not told anyone to go and distribute their capital in those exchanges. I don't want anyone to quote me wrong. I have not told anyone to go and distribute their capital in those exchanges. I have not told anyone. If I'm clear, give me a 2 in the chat. I have not. I believe I have not told anyone. If I'm clear, give me 2 in the chat. I have just told you to open an exchange. I have not told you to go and put your money. Having an exchange has no crime. But I've not told you to go and put your money in all those exchanges. Because someone is saying you are telling me now to go and put my money in all those exchanges. I've not told you so. I don't want anyone to quote me wrong. I've just told you to register an exchange. Period. Nothing more, nothing less. Only register an exchange. Only register an exchange. At the same time, please, like I communicated yesterday, between 7:30 to 9:30, like I communicated yesterday, you'll be getting our first signal of the day. You'll be getting our first signal of the day. You'll be getting our first signal of the day from 7:30 to this time. And I'm just trying to make sure that I'm fulfilling my promise and live by my word. And before it gets to 9, and I think The signals are in your chart before I continue. And a sticker is at the same time dropped to remind you that the signal has been dropped. A sticker is at the same time dropped in the group to remind you that the signal has been dropped. I personally believe in systems. I'm a person who loves building systems. I love building systems. I'm not this kind of a person. I believe in systems because I know what systems can do. Here I look very far. I'm a long-term believer of longevity, vision, destination, and consistency, progress. But I believe in systems, and I create systems. Wherever I go, I make sure I create systems because systems build structures. And so I love creating structures. I love building systems. I love creating longevity. Okay. And so I hope that's handled, and then I am moved, I believe, in the right place. And so I'll give in 2 minutes for those with capital to set up your trades. I'll give in a few minutes. I'll give in a few minutes for those with capital to set up your trades. A few minutes. A few minutes for those with capital to set up your trades. The preset price is there. I hope you are done. Okay, and I don't know why my screen still displays the displays the previous call. Either one of the two things is not right. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's now get, if you look at this coin called Jito, in the 1 hour time frame, there was a small golden cross. I personally may not say that there was a small golden cross in the 1 hour time frame down here. And we see candles trying to form above the 7 moving average in the 1 day. But if you go maybe 15 minutes, the golden cross, let me see. There is a death cross, so the market might retrace a little bit. But then retracements are also very important for maximization of profit. Okay, let me get to my topic for today. Let me get to my topic for today now. And today my focus is looking at the relative strength index. We could divide indicators into 3. We could divide indicators into what we call trend indicators. And one of the most important trend indicators are the moving averages. They could be exponential or simple. And yesterday, I told you once you see candles forming over a 200 moving average, or if you make a combination of a 20 moving average versus a 200 moving average, and you see a golden cross, that's a very important area of entry in the market. So when candles are forming above a 200 moving average, looking at 200 previous candles, basically it gives a trend of the market. Not only could we use that, we talked about the use of pivot points standards. And here we discussed that they give support and resistance to give you a prediction of the trend of the market. Then we also talked about the ABCDV1 indicator, and this one shows the formation of higher highs and maybe lower lows in a mixture. In the higher highs on an uptrend, the market will form what we call higher lows and higher highs. Then in a downward trend, we talked about the market will form lower lows and lower highs. Then we said in the ranging market will be a mixture of higher highs, higher lows, and lower highs. And the most important part is trend indicators. They are not only the trend indicators, the other indicators I've not talked about, but I want to form a combination. That's why I'm switching. We are going to go back again, and we shall look at the fib tool, both the manual one, and that will be next week, both the manual one and also the auto one, and how we could use the fib tool because it's a very important indicator. It is an indicator used to determine the trend of the market. And we shall look at smart money creates. The smart money, it's a very good indicator because it shows break of structures, the BOS, change of character of the market. All these are variable in this indicator, and we shall see how this could be used in our trading experience. But today, we want to shift from trend indicators, ladies and gentlemen, and go into what we call momentum indicators. These indicators, they move with the direction of the market. Okay? They don't have a straight direction. When the market is going up, they will show you up. When the market changes and goes down, they will show you down. When it moves a little bit, so they move with the direction of the market, and they are basically momentum indicators. They show the momentum in the momentum of the market. Is the market momentum onto an upward movement? Is the momentum of the market to a downward movement? And in this type, we have so many, but basically we could put our effort and our time on 3 of them. One is what we call the relative strength index, or what we could short it out into the stochastic RSI, the stochastic relative strength indicator or index. We have the TSI. We are going to discuss all this, and also I will use this indicator called the MACD. There are others, but these really give out what we might be looking for, and we are going to discuss today this, and maybe if next week allows, we shall go into this TSI and also talk about it. Okay, let's start with the stochastic RSI. The stochastic, I don't know about the sparing because basically I don't have notes, but I believe for you can have notes. because someone is asking, but have you written these things somewhere? I don't have notes. No, I don't have anything. Someone is here. I don't have notes. I get things from my head. I don't have notes even on my table. I've been doing this for the last 2.5 years. And I've been consistent. They're in my head because I see someone typing. But you need notes, because when I started, because I know someone may do a mistake. I don't want you to do mistakes. Let me give you a sample space. Because if you are here and you're not taking notes, you might be doing yourself a disservice. Let me just pick up a few important things, because I want people to fall trap. Don't fall trap. Okay? Now let me show you guys. I want you to be very serious. I'll turn my camera. I want you to be very serious. On one of my main accounts that I'm speaking, my camera is on. And let me change my camera. I want you to do mistakes. Make sure you take notes. Okay? I know some of you might say, I'll be like, Julius, you might do yourself a disservice. Let me get it in the spotlight. Don't do mistakes, guys. Okay? You might fall trap. I want you to see, for the last 2.5 years, I was writing. And you see, the ABC indicator, this one that I've told you today, I learned it so many. You see the uptrend, the trend lines, whatever I've been telling you, supply zones, these I haven't handled. They're now seated in my head because I've been teaching these for a very long time. Okay, I know some of you might, you see, even what I've taught you today, the 20 moving average, the 20 moving average, the 200 moving average that you see here, I am now going to teach you the stochastic and then combine them together. I learned this. I don't need to open this book again, but I want you to make sure. And the explanation is here. If you are in 1 hour, what are you supposed to do? If you are in, what are you supposed to do? I've done this for a very long time. The moving averages. The exponential moving average that I've been teaching you today. So don't do mistakes. Don't say, I'm also going to keep these things in my head. Make sure you take notes, because note takers that are action takers are money makers. I'll get out of the spotlight and also switch off my video. Give me one in the chat if I'm clear. I'm no longer taking notes because I've done this for the last 2.5 years. If you are new, take notes. Okay, take notes. It is important as you are learning to write. That's why I write, because when I write, things get into my mind. It is the power of the subconscious mind. Ladies and gentlemen, what I teach here and what I used to teach here has been my experience since I joined entrepreneurship in 2017. I've been in entrepreneurship since 2017. And so a lot of things now come together to form. Let's go to stochastic RSI, having shared that. So note takers that are action takers, not talkers, are money makers. If you don't take notes and you don't take action, you can't make money. Okay, now we are looking at the stochastic RSI, and it's going to be an important tool to use. The stochastic RSI is a very powerful indicator because it shows the momentum of the market. In short, we could say the direction of the market. And like we are going to see, the stochastic RSI has 2 lines and has 2 moving lines. And they are both very important. And we shall see it has a line above, a line in the middle, and a line below. We are going to set up this indicator, and on top you have two choices. One, put this lower one to 10, this middle one to 50, and this upper one to 90. Or you can set this lower one to 20, this middle one to 50, and this upper one to 80. When the stochastic RSI moves from this and gets up to here, from this area going up, we could say it is in the overbought area. And from this area up to the 50, we could say it is in the oversold area. Unless you increase your skills, let's say me, I use 20, 50, and 80. When you find that the stochastic RSI is moving, I'm going to talk about the two lines, and you find it in this area above 50. I'm not saying that you do not trade, but understand that this asset you want to buy has been overbought. And when it moves down like this, and you find it in this area, this asset you are trying to buy has been oversold. I have a question. If you were a trader, would you love to join when it has been overbought, or do you want to join when it has been oversold? If it is below 50, it has been oversold. If it's above 50, it has been overbought. Would you want to buy when it is overbought, or do you want to buy when it is oversold? Okay, we move. Now, the stochastic RSI basically has two lines. And these two lines really indicate the movement of the market. And I just want to go to the stochastic RSI now, so that I save my time and your time. And we now move very fast. So let me go to the stochastic RSI as our major indicator to look at. Today is a Friday. I don't know whether Coach Mopiwa is here, and we are going to go into the next class as I open for you. Those of you who downloaded an app, but I think I'm going to talk about it before I end. I don't know why this is not opening. It's taking much of my time. Okay, there we go. 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 1 or 2 minutes, we are going to be in. Okay. Why is it too slow? All right. So we are going to discover as it is coming that this tool, this trading tool, has two lines. We are going to set it. The lower line is going to be at 20. The middle line is going to be at 50. And the upper line is going to be at 80. Okay, so okay. Now, the stochastic RSI has two lines. when we tap on the indicator, I have not gone how you add an indicator, because in the past I've said, if you're using your phone, tap on the plus sign, come using a PC, come here on technicals and write in the name of the indicator, stochastic, RSI, and it is here. And when you find an indicator, the first step is to tap on the star sign. It means it has joined your favorite list. So tap on the star. That's all. It is the stochastic relative strength indicator. As simple as that. Then after you have tapped on this, tap on it once. Okay, you tap on it once. Like this. When you tap more than once, understand that the indicator will appear twice in your screen. You see it is here, and at the same time it is here. So I'm going to remove one of it. I'll remove this one. Now the next part is to set up our indicator. So we tap on the setting icon. And now here we come. The indicator has two lines. It has the K line and it has the D line. And these areas are very important. Let me take you to the style to see. When you come here to the style, the K line is the blue line you see on my screen. And the D line is the orange line that you see in my screen. And so when we tap on the color here, we want to make sure that the thickness, so this is blue, the thickness, if you can sit down here, the thickness of D is here. Then when we come back here, you find that the thickness, let me turn it to orange, of D is this one. The thickness of K should not be the same with the thickness of D. It is important for interpretation. Let me show you. If I make the thickness like this, the screen doesn't bring out a clear version of understanding. So to make your indicator be more interpretable, make sure that the thickness of this one is not on the same level with the thickness of this. So you tap here, and maybe if I want, I will increase this. But you see, when I increase it, it looks too thick to me. But it's up to you. Friends who stay with me usually tell me I love small things. So it could be my problem. I don't love fat things. So it could be my problem. But let my problem not be equal. You might be here when for you love things that are fat, big, whatsoever. Okay, but it's up to you. Then you see that our indicator has a lower line. This one, and this lower line is called the lower band. It's here. And when you tap on it, you can choose your own color. And for this case, I chose purple. Okay. Then tap in the line. Some people leave it as a dash, but me, I love a line. Okay, here you can decide to make it 10 or to make it, but me, I love it when it sits at a 20 mark, a little bit high. Okay, there is a middle line. Tap on the color, in the style, give it your own color. Okay, come here, and me, I love the line to be there. Okay, this is the halfway of the journey of the indicator. Then we have the upper band. I love giving my upper band a red color to show me danger. That now it has touched the danger area. I should mind my trading experience. Then some people love 90. Me, I love 80. That's why I love 80. Sometimes I don't want to come in when it has reached that too much oversold of 90. So some people add in the color, and it looks like this, like you see. Some people love when it has a background. But me, okay, halfway, half size. I don't love the background. So if you love the background, you could come here at your setup, and add in the background. Give me one in the chat if the style is clear before I go back to the input. Give me one in the chat if the style is clear before I go back to the input. So you got your indicator and give it that. Okay, I don't love so much coloring, so I'll get the background out of my screen. And so let's get back to the indicator again and to the setting again, ladies and gentlemen, and back to the input. And the input here, leave this to be a 4, leave this to be a 2, and the relative strength length, let it be 14, the stochastic strength, let it be 14. And the inputs are very important because they give a better reasonable results. I will not go into analysis. Why do you make it 2? Why not 8? Why do you make it? There's a lot of mathematics there. I will not go into that because I understand on such calls we have people who say, you need to explain to me why it is a 4, why it is a 2, why not an 8, why not a 10. Please, I'm not here into development systems. I'll keep it to that. Make sure you save as default and press OK. All right. So when I return it to default, this is how it will come. It will come as a 3. That's why I've told you to turn it to 4. It will come as a 3 when I return it to default. So that's why I've told you to turn it to 4. This will also be a 3. That's why I've returned you to take it to 2. Good morning. How are you? Motoka. Kale tofaayo. Ogikebeddeko? Bagirese? Bagitomezza? Sanze yatise? Kale tofaayo. Oliro ogenda kuvuga mu motoka? Kale yakuwa ovugemu. Kale genda okole emirimu egyo. Okay, sorry for that, guys. All right, so you make sure I'll come back here on the style. This, it will come like this, so I will change my thickness to that. This is what you are going to do. This will be this. So I'll leave it to that. This color will come, or I'll give it a red. That's what I've done. I give it this thickness. Okay, this is dot. I'll turn it to line. Okay. This is the middle one. I'll give it a blue color. Okay, increase the opacity to 100, the thickness to that, and then this is what you're going to do, and then turn this to line. The lower band, I love the purple color. I don't know why also. Give it the thickness to this, okay, and then I turn this to line. And I don't love the background. And I'll press OK. And that's what we have set up. Then I'll tap once in my screen and the word will disappear. If I don't want to see the words, then I'll come and tap on this arrow and the names of the indicator will disappear on my screen. And this is where we are. Okay. Because of time, I'll just do the stochastic RSI. Okay, what happens is this, guys. What's up with this Zoom on the PC? Sorry, guys. The Zoom on the PC is misbehaving. Close the program. Move out of the Zoom. Join again. Sorry for that, but this is the last. Then we... close up, continue. Let's go very fast. Let's go screen, share, very fast. Close this up, stay as a cost. Okay. If you can see my screen now, give me one in the chat. It looks responding. Okay. Simple and precise. The blue line is the K and the orange line is the D. When K crosses over D, you draw there a vertical line. When K crosses over D, you draw there a vertical line. When the blue line crosses the orange line, you draw there a vertical line. And when you notice that the K, which is the blue line, is still moving above the orange line, then this coin is still on an upward trend or an upward movement. But when the K crosses again here, when the orange line, now things change. When the orange line crosses the D line and still moves above the K, then the market is moving down. And still, when the K crosses the D line and still remains above, the market is on an upward movement. And when the orange crosses the K and you see it above, then the market is definitely moving down. Give me one in the chart if that is clear. So you see it here, then you see it here. Am I still in the meeting? Am I still in the meeting? Give me one if it is clear. So this is what you are supposed to do, to use the indicator well, especially when it is in the over. Someone will answer in the chat. When it is in the over, answers in the chat, answers in the chat. When it is in the over, when it is in the over, when it is in the over, let me see those following. When it is in the oversold area, that's where you make your important entry, oversold area. Okay, oversold area. Okay. I don't say that you can't trade here. You can, but make sure you are very keen not to enter in such places when it has overgone up. Okay. So here you draw there a vertical line. So you come here. Sorry, you come here. You pick a vertical line, and at the crossover, you draw the line. When you draw the line at the crossover, it will land on a candle. And at the candle where you have drawn your vertical line, you come back on top and either draw the horizontal line or a horizontal ray at the close of the candle. And if you had drawn your support and your resistance very well, ladies and gentlemen, if you had drawn your support and your resistance very well, ladies and gentlemen, remember we are in 1 day, and this is where I've drawn okay, let me make things simple. Because I'm teaching indicators, why should I don't want to take a lot of time. Okay, so I have put in my pivot points. And these are Akinci candles. Please get back to ordinary. I said Akinci candles. And you see, we'll pull this down a little bit so that you guys could see the screen. Delete that. Could we see? Could we see? If you remember what we learned, where are these? Just a minute. I need clarity something. So let me get back to now who brought in the bullish harmonic patterns here. Thank you. Good morning. How are you? Okay. All right. There is too much in my screen. I don't know why this is not working. Okay. All right. So I'll just get to this setup at the input here. Move this from traditional to Fibonacci. Then come down here. Let it display yes on the left. Okay. And so you can see here, if I widen my screen, we were on support 3. And this is in one day. You see we're here. We have made our entry using this principle at the close of this green candle, and we are at support, so we shall take our profit here. Is that clear? Is that clear? We shall move from support 3 to support 2. Is that clear? Let me know. We are now combining stochastic RSI with this. Still, you could see here, if someone was sharp enough, you could see here, the movement here caused the stochastic RSI, the market moved down here, but it closed above our pivot. Can we see that it closed above our pivot? And we could draw a vertical line. But don't trade unless you have experience. Don't enter coins that are in this mode unless you have done it for some good time. Give me one in the chat if that is clear. Now we have also looked at the moving averages, the stochastic RSI. If you add in the moving averages, the exponential moving average, the moving average exponential, which is this, I'll tap on it once, tap on it the second time, and I'll now come here at the setting, turn this 9 to a 200 moving average. I'm now combining. This is a simple moving average. Method, change it to exponential moving average. Come to the style. I'll make this thick, blue in color. Come down to the thickness. What's up? Why is it not displaying big enough? Okay, tap here, give it a good thickness, press OK. And then I get back to this setting. What's up? What have I done? Seems my screen has a lot, so allow me to deal with some few things. Okay. Just a minute. Okay, so I will turn this. It's a very nice combination. This goes to a 20. Not a simple, but an exponential moving average. Then I come here on the color. I'll turn this blue to orange. Sorry, to orange, to orange, to orange, to orange. Yeah. I think, okay, there. And I'll make it a little bit thick for me to see it in my screen. And so, then I'll press OK. All right. Can we see? I'll now get off the pivot point because I know. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is in one day. Candles have started to form above the 200 moving average in one day. If I want to make earlier entries and earlier exits in the market, then I will come in the 4-hour time frame. And I hope now what we have discussed makes sense. Could you see the stochastic RSI here at the crossover, at the golden cross area? Give me one in the chat if you can see. There is this was the golden cross, a 20 moving average, crossed a 200 moving average. Candles we are forming below a 200 moving average. Now they start forming above a 200 moving average, which means this coin is on an uptrend. Now you add in the stochastic RSI to give you momentum of the market, and you can see momentum of the market now. It is in the oversold area. Okay, if it's not clear, you could still get back to your settings and turn back to 90 and see how far it could go. But if you look above here, candles are still forming above a 20 moving average. Okay, and people who love maybe current price signals, this is maybe when you're playing. But if you don't see things coming out right, you could still go back to your indicators and then bring in the pivot point if you are not good at drawing support and resistance. Bring in the pivot point. The pivot point. Now, me, I've brought a lot. I don't know what I've brought, but I've brought everything we have learned. So that my 200 moving average, so the screen is very stupid. That's not my interest. Okay. What else I need to remove? I need to remove all my drawings. Good. Okay. All right. So now I want to make it clear. What did I do? Okay, but I believe it is now clear. As I come to the end, you could combine stochastic RSI plus you could combine stochastic RSI plus 200 moving average and 20 moving average to trade. You could combine stochastic RSI, 200 moving average, and then pivot point to trade. That's so far where we are, and that can be used to make some money out of the market. You may not add all of them at once if you're not good, if you don't have a paid version, but I could press in. Someone's telling me I don't have a paid version. It's simple. I could start with the stochastic RSI. I see where it is. I remove it. Okay. Sorry. I see where it is. I remove it. Then I press in the 200 and the 20 moving average. I see, it's on an uptrend. Now I remove these two. Now I bring in the pivot points. And you see now on the pivot point, where it is right now, it has resistance 1 heading to resistance 2. Then I say, this may not. Then maybe I go to the 1 hour time frame here, and although it has over delivered, but let me wait for a confirmation here. Then I make an entry. Or if that coin doesn't make sense to me, Royal Q, as I speak to you, in Binance, it has 100 coins. Now we have 100 coins. So I can still get back to my chart here. Under IP, we have 100 coins. Wow, I traded this coin last night. I traded this coin last night. It was time where people were speaking a lot on the groups. And I was like, okay. Let me leave that here. Okay, so ICP looks like it's coming back. ICP looks like it's coming back, generating momentum. Yeah. Some of us have been on floating loss for some good time on ICP. Let me just get my settings better. Press OK. All right. It seems we are moving at 12.94 in a few hours from now. So we have over 100 coins. If your interpretation on one coin is not good, please switch to another coin. If one coin is not giving you the results you are looking for, switch for another coin. The next week, we shall get into the Fibonacci. Either this auto one or the drawing tool itself. All right, thank you for today. Today we looked at the stochastic RSI, and I believe that, and also we finished up on the moving averages, both in RoyalQ, Binance, HTX, OKX, Bybit, and showed you different measures. We talked about the rainbow formation, then spread. We talked about the golden cross, the death cross. We talked about the stochastic RSI, oversold, overbought, the K line, the D line, the setting up of this stochastic RSI. When you see the crossover, draw a vertical line. At the close of the candle, you plan to make your entry. I believe it has been a palm-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege to be with you this morning. Much time taken. Someone says the app you said yesterday. Which app? Which app? Which app? Which app? Try to remind me. Okay. Those of you who are trying to mine this token, I think I need to talk about this. Which app? XPL. Okay, those of you who are mining this token, there is good news for you guys. Those of you, make sure you always claim your tokens every single day. Don't forget. And as you claim your tokens will always sit here at your assets. But those of you who are mining this token, they have opened for us a new wave called the X plus Moon, where we are going to be getting XEGG tokens. Okay. And what are you supposed to do? I don't know whether the whitelist has started. One, you register a whitelist. Okay. You register a whitelist. I don't know, maybe it's not yet open. It is 3 hours. It's 3 hours. In 3 hours, it's gonna be open. You register a whitelist. Connect your social media platforms. Okay, connect your social media platforms. Qualification, you must have at least invited 5 farmers who have been mining. And they are going to open today. So you need to invite at least 5 farmers. The duration of the invitation is between 2023 September. So you need to invite, and you're going to get yourself, they are going to be giving away 5,000 XEG NFTs, and they're also going to give out 999 X plus Moon tokens. According to my analysis, this token, maybe when it comes to the market, it may do 1,000 X. They're building a very big community, and they're over dedicated. So what you're going to do in the next 3 hours, you're going to add, then you're going to claim. You're going to add, then you claim the X plus Moon in your token, in your wallet address. Down here on asset, we have wallets, and you can be able to have your wallets here. Okay, you can have your wallets here. And to claim your X plus Moon token, you will need to deposit some Ethereum. You will need to deposit some Ethereum for gas fees. And the Ethereum could be as low as maybe $5. For you to do this, you need to copy the wallet address you have, go to your exchange, put some Ethereum in your exchange, then withdraw via the Arbitrum token. You need to withdraw via the ARB, the Arbitrum token. It has less gas fees, and you deposit some assets, then you'll be able to claim your X Plus Moon tokens in the next 3 hours. It's free. I don't think $5 could kill someone. It's just gas fees for you to be able to claim your X Plus Moon tokens. In the next 3 hours, it's good news here. We're going to be getting these tokens for free. It's going to be opening up, and it will close. It will close on the 8th of February. So you're going to mint, and minted tokens could be sold freely on the open store. I think we shall open store. I think we shall share that, and it could be sold on your Trust Wallet or on your MetaMask, and you make some money. All right, I come to the end of that call, and those that are doing it, please keep enjoying. Let me file. The party, the countdown to the party. We are just moving a few hours. For those of you that are meeting, it's now taking me to the countdown to the party. On the 2nd of February, the airdrop is out, and they are gonna give out X Plus Moon. Okay, the party is gonna start, and we're gonna be getting NFTs free, and these we could be able to sell them. And people are dropping their EMV wallets. I see many people are dropping their EMV wallets here, and they're happy. Okay. Another airdrop that I've already seen, but it requires when someone is good. This airdrop, okay, but this I may not do for you. Let me drop this link here. I may not do this for you. If you are interested, tap on this link and do it by yourself. Tap on that link, join there. Someone talking about the X Plus. I told you to download the X Plus. Okay. I think I'm done. Thank you guys. Have a nice day. And I wish you all the best. Bye, everybody. I see someone with a question in the chat. I've taken too much time. Can I enter when the D is over, when it is in the overbought area? It's up to you. That comes with experience. That one I said it comes with experience. If you want to enter coins in the overbought area, it comes with experience. It will not come when you are new. If you are new, what if I don't have 5 farmers? I don't know whether you qualify. I don't know whether if you don't have 10 farmers, but I've given you from now up to the 8th. From now up to the 8th. All right, guys. You just need to follow what they say. I don't own any of those tokens.
Required. Some of you are saying that would be great. You would be weak because you have never.
What is happening? What's up? What has happened to my music system? Oh, I'm still streaming on the YouTube. No, this is not good. This is not good. Sorry guys for the music delay. I'll be charged, and if today the music is failing to work out. Oh.